What's up, VG Burger?
Check.
Know what I'm saying? Yo, this is my DJ O-B-1, if we could give him just a little bit of love. My name is McAD. I know there's been a lot of talking tonight, but I'm gonna rattle your ears for another couple minutes. Cause this is TruthFest, you know what I'm saying? So we recognizing the freedom to speak. As long as we still got it, we're gonna exercise it. And I know a lot of people don't even know who we are, so we're going to introduce ourselves. My name's AD. I come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Know what I'm saying? I've been out in Colorado since '93. So this is my home away from home, for sure. We represent the Freedom Movement as our hip-hop group. We've been doing that for 10 years out here, trying to raise awareness, uplift our people, bring music to the people, and entertain our people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Freedom Movement vibe. We got Elias Clay, who was up here speaking before. You know what I'm saying? Represent VG Burger. We got our project we're going to do tonight. I also have a project called Wandering Monks with Linguistery, so make sure to look for us as well. To go off a couple things Elias Clay was saying before, if you missed her GMO talk, sucker, you should have been there. It was real good. That's my girl. And that stuff is real business, so I definitely encourage everybody. We got DVDs we've made trying to get info out to the people, you know what I'm saying? We're not making profit off. This is all coming out of our pockets, so we just do it because we're invested in the people. So make sure, if you like what we're talking about, or if you need more information about what we're talking about, you question what we're talking about, anything, make sure to come and ask us, communicate with us, speak with us. Check out our DVDs because it's an easy way to see information without getting caught up in a 4-hour conversation. So we really encourage you to open your mind and heart and listen to what we're saying and speak your mind if you feel different. There's things that Elias Clay says that maybe I don't necessarily hold as my absolute truth, but as a community, we gather together and speak our minds so that we can come to a common page. So we don't expect you all to believe what we say or anything like that. We're just here to open up discussion and make room for progress, basically. So I'm just gonna do a little history cap, know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this should be obvious, you know what I'm saying? For where I come from, as a minority, you know what I'm saying, growing up in America, for a lot of us it's been obvious that the government hasn't been working for us. Like, I'm 36 years old, a lot of kids my age don't even know about Iran-Contra scam, any of real tangible history things that youth should know about today. Like, people should know that our government was bringing in cocaine and created crack cocaine and was tried in US court systems for creating crack cocaine, you know what I'm saying? And dispersing that through the communities through Ricky Ross. And Ricky Ross created the crack cocaine highway across America and developed what you see today, which comes from Ronald Reagan, the war on drugs and all this stuff. That when they introduced crack cocaine to society, they made the punishment for crack cocaine 1,000 times that of powder cocaine, which was more popular in the white communities. And so it was common knowledge in black communities to understand that blacks weren't bringing in cocaine from Colombia, you know what I'm saying? Mexican gangsters weren't bringing in cocaine from South America, you know what I'm saying? Oliver North was tried in US courts for introducing that here. And that is still going on today, and we're still fighting a war on drugs when we're talking about trillion-dollar deficits and people giving their work energy, which is what these people are harvesting. They're harvesting our time labor for their cause. And I will take what Steph said a step further. Not only do they know that they're poisoning us and manipulating us and doing culture creation. Does anybody know what culture creation is here? Anybody? It's like a term nobody even knows about. The easiest way to understand it is marketing. When, this is my little seed right here, Yana Maria. She's 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? The easiest thing you can understand is that these people put billions of dollars into targeting my daughter, whether it's just these little shelves in Safeway or King Super or whatever. That's just low-level culture creation, you know what I'm saying? Where they develop what colors kids like or what makes you feel like spending your fake paper money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it goes a lot further than that, because when you're looking at people like Jay-Z and Nas and hip-hop and the culture that's been brought to our youth that is being pushed through Clear Channel and a lot of the mediums that are turning out our kids onto whoever, Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, whatever it is, isn't just these artists that are randomly coming out through Clear Channel. It is a very well intricate, thought out plan by people that spend more money than most of us can even fathom when we're talking about VG Burgers, a place that is on average lost $10,000 to $20,000 a month by people trying to do good in this society, you know what I'm saying? So we've set up an institution where it's profitable to rape and pillage the people, and good people that are working hard and bust their ass trying to do something outside of the system are failing every day, you know what I'm saying? And we're talking about subsidizing farms and agriculture, not to get food out to the people, you know what I mean? In a time where there's millions and millions of people that are going hungry, and we're paying farmers not to create produce, you know what I'm saying? It's mind-boggling and it's crazy, and the reality is it's just ignorance in the people that we don't know as people, and we're taught bullshit up in these education systems like this shit is all normal, or like economics is a tough thing to understand. Economics isn't that tough to understand. The number one reason we are in debt is because of the Federal Reserve printing fake paper money to the people at an interest rate that we could have for free. Our government can print all of this paper money that is not backed by anything. It's just paper from a tree, right? Like paper's not evil, money's not evil, it's people's intentions behind it. So this government that we have can be printing the same paper money for zero interest instead of borrowing paper notes from a private bank that isn't even from the United States. It's a foreign corporation, and we don't even know who's on the board of trustees. And these people are borrowing us money at a higher interest rate than we could ever pay back. So when they're talking about the deficit that we owe to these bankers, they're not even talking about the interest rate, which way supersedes what the trillions of dollars that we owe just on the borrowed money. Okay, so I just really encourage you guys to educate yourself on the Federal Reserve, where our money comes from, because if you're involved in the hustle game, you would know you're being hustled, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody's telling you over here, yo, I can get you burgers, but you're gonna owe me 30 hours of work labor, and another person is saying, I can get you burgers, and it's just your labor put into harvesting, whatever, something like that, obviously you're gonna go with one that doesn't leach your system. So I encourage everybody to understand how this government works, how it's been traded from the rights of the people, from what a republic was supposed to be. This was supposed to be a republic, not a democracy. A democracy, just so you guys know, is half vote, so it's majority rules. That means 51% can vote something in. A republic means 2/3 of the people out here have to agree on anything that's changed. That's why they made it a republic, because it's way harder to get 2/3 of everybody to agree on anything. I mean, you take the people from VGs on any of these topics, and we got all different ideas about the Federal Reserve, about the government, about organic food, veganism, everything. And so even though we have the same foundation, we need to harness a lot more tangible agreements that we have on what needs to be done, what we believe. I know if people here talked about their spirituality, whatever, everybody is on different pages, and we need to make it a little less taboo to speak about what you believe and tell your homies and your people what you think, even if they don't agree with you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about communication. Communication is what we're all about, and we've been trying to promote that for the last 10 years and get our community together to do that. And so I gotta give thanks first and foremost for VGs for even doing this and letting us have a voice to speak. Especially in Boulder County, where it's hard to do parties like this. And on that note, I want to set my intention, and with all things you manifest, I think it's good to set your intention, because you can't get where you're going unless you know where the fuck you're trying to go. So we set our intention so that we know where it is we're trying to go, what we're trying to create, so that we're even doing something tangible together. And I know for me personally tonight, my intentions here are to be with the people, shed love to the people, shed light on the people, try to entertain my people, because with all this seriousness post 9/11 and all this nonsense, we need some good things in our lives that are making people feel uplifted, because I know right now, when this government raises the interest rate on paper money, all of us start acting like crazy individuals, because they're tightening our lives and tightening the nooses on our neck. And so you see it manifest in your families as stress, as arguments, as not wanting to go to a work that is underpaying you because there's an economy that is way out of balance because they flooded the market with paper notes. You know what I'm saying?